have great program sponsors such as the East San Gabriel Valley ROPTC. And if you'd like to sponsor the program, give us a call and we will have you part of the program. So next we have the Morning Buzz.
The Morning Buzz.
Absolutely.
We got Hugh Hemington here
Yes.
from the CTLC. He's going to be talking to us about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Tell us a little bit about first of all, what is CTLC?
CTLC is the California Tax Limitation Committee. It is a nonprofit, small organization, and right now we are dedicated to helping people in their communities eliminate their utility taxes.
Wow.
So we have a package, it's a toolkit, if you will, and we need several people in the community to work the toolkit through. Ironically, the initiation process or the initiative process is incredibly complicated. It takes a lot of steps to do, and if you don't have a lot of attorneys behind you to go through this, people have no hope to do it. Wow. So we put together the text of the initiative, and we can tailor it to every community, and then help those people walk through the process and do things in the right order, the right way to make sure that they're successful. And the reason we're doing all this is because that taxation has just gotten oppressive in the cities. Wow. It used to be that sales tax and property tax were supposed to run your city. Well, and then a law firm in Calabasas marketed to all the cities to say, we have this great product. You give us this big check, and we'll figure it out, we'll tell you how to extract more money from your citizens. So you can hire more people you don't need, pay people. We have a city manager in a local city of 11,000 people making more money than the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Oh, you're kidding me. Wow.
This is just, well, there's this big bucket of money, and you might as well just pay people an enormous amount of money. So it's just gotten out of hand.
Wow.
So that actually makes it easier to do this because we show people what everyone in their city is getting paid, and then the pension problem is the biggest thing. That's the long-term solution, because right now our state pensions are well over $1 trillion in debt.
Yeah, I don't think they ever expected people to live as long as they do.
Right.
So
Well,
that's probably part of the problem. But let's talk about the vice presidential.
That's a good segue
let's talk
into
about,
talking about how the GOP field is starting to narrow.
Right.
And
it started to narrow. Now we have Trump is well in the lead. He's still, his little road show is still working. You have Cruz, you have Rubio, and they're still fighting. We're going to see what happens in Texas.
that's the top three. I mean,
top three.
We have,
I think really the race is for second place. I mean,
So who do you
gonna
think will actually win the Republican nomination?
It's early to say just yet. I think a week ago Trump had 67 and he needs over 1,200 delegates. So I think people are starting to jump off the bridge too early.
yeah.
But the race for vice president, you have Nikki Haley, who's very strong.
Right.
John Kasich actually right now he's not really a viable presidential candidate.
You think he might run?
But he's a very strong.
Do you think
he's
Trump
a
would
very
take him
strong
on?
vice presidential candidate.
Okay.
While he is a little bit of a soft candidate, his fiscal credentials are very strong.
Yeah, they are.
He was part of the contract with America with Newt Gingrich, and that gives him, people remember that.
A little bit of credibility there.
A little bit of credibility.
Yeah.
He's done a very good job on the fiscal side in his native Ohio. And Ohio is a very important state to win, so I think Kasich is probably the top vice presidential pick right now.
Do you think Cruz or Rubio would take him as well?
I think either one would take him.
I'm curious to see who's going to win Texas, Cruz or Trump. I mean, it's kind of up in the air.
If Cruz doesn't win
That's
Texas,
the problem. Yeah, that's
He's
the
this
got
will
problem
be
for him.
Kasich not taking Ohio.
This is
Right.
this
Right,
is
right,
this is the
right.
nail in the coffin
Right.
if that happens.
Right.
So
It's more that he's going to lose a lot of his supporters. People are going to start questioning.
well, we talked about the GOP a little bit. What about Hillary? Who do you think would be a good nominee for vice president with
I
Hillary?
think she's been floating, who's it, Julian somebody?
I don't know, but that's assuming
know.
Hillary would actually win the nomination. Who do you think Bernie would have on as
Oh,
his vice president?
I couldn't even guess.
No one's talking about the whole Democratic side. Who's
Well, you have to look at it from their side. They are licking their chops to run against Cruz, or rather Trump.
right?
Trump will say anything and has in front of a microphone and a camera. They have to have 150 hours of A and B roll of him being the biggest liberal you've ever heard in your life. He supported everyone because they were popular, and that's going to come back to hurt him. They can't wait. I mean, if you look at it from their perspective, they have Hillary Clinton, who was the presumptive nominee in 2009 for this term.
Great.
Well, she was promised 12, and then they told her no. She is a powerful woman, and she is vindictive.
So let's talk about her some more the next Morning Buzz. How
Okay,
about that?
great.
All right, thanks for being on.
Thank
You bet.
All right.
So coming up, the San Gabriel Valley is filled with creative people.
I know. So we have Stevie Carroll. She's coming on to show us some of her fabulous art next.